13. In the depths of despair. 13 days. 13 days since she'd been ripped from the sun-drenched meadows of her homeland. 13 days since she'd witnessed the brutal massacre of her family. 13 days since she'd become a captive of the Shadow King. Then, a spark. A flicker of defiance ignited within the ashes of her despair. She remembered her father's words, spoken on the eve of the invasion. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. Slowly, Elara lifted her head, meeting the general's gaze. Her voice, though weak, was laced with steel. "I will never bow to darkness." The general's eyes widened in surprise. He leaned closer, his voice a menacing growl. "Then you choose death?" "No," Elara whispered, a newfound resolve hardening her features. "I choose to fight." A faint blue light emanated from her hands, the first embers of her magic rekindled. She didn't know if it would be enough, but in the depths of despair, she had found a spark of hope, and that, she knew, was enough to begin. Each day had been an agonizing descent into darkness. The journey to the Shadow King's obsidian palace had been one of relentless cruelty. Hunger gnawed at her stomach, and the wounds from the shackles chafed raw. But it was the despair that truly crippled her, that leached the fight from her soul. A guttural growl echoed through the dungeon, followed by the scrape of rusted hinges. Elara flinched as a hulking figure emerged from the shadows. Glowing red eyes pierced the gloom, fixing upon her with a predatory hunger. "So the princess yet lives," a voice like gravel scraped against stone. It was the Shadow King's general, a monstrous creature carved from nightmares. He knelt before her, his fetid breath hot on her face. "Pity, your spirit seems broken." Elara remained silent, her gaze fixed on the floor. "The king grows impatient. He desires your surrender, little princess. Your land, your magic, your very soul." The general chuckled, a chilling sound that echoed through the cavernous space. "Perhaps a demonstration of his power is in order." He snapped his fingers. A wave of nausea washed over Elara as a vision filled her mind. Her once vibrant homeland, now shrouded in perpetual darkness. The people enslaved. Her beloved brother forced to his knees before the Shadow King. A strangled cry escaped her lips. "This is your future, princess," the general hissed. "Unless you bend the knee." Elara squeezed her eyes shut, tears streaming down her face. Could she bear to watch her world crumble? Was there any hope left?